Hello, welcome. I'm going to be taking a few minutes to discuss body locks. So let's just first talk about the core. The core helps resist unwanted movement. So in any movement that you're doing, the core should be active. But we need to make sure that we are able to consciously engage every single one of the deep ab muscles along with the ones above the deep ab muscles. Just everything within the core, we need to know without a doubt that it is activated. And so what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to engage the two body locks that help us kind of lock the spine in place as we maybe deadlift, squat, run, do yoga, whatever activity it is. We need to have a solid core so that the limbs can move efficiently. And what you're also doing is by sitting here on a mat and by doing breath work and practicing these locks, with the repetition, we're teaching our central nervous system, we're teaching our muscles that with every exhale, we are going to engage these locks. So as you now lead into movement, again, whether it's lifting or whether it's a sport activity, we know that when we exhale, if we have proper breathing patterns within that movement, and that exhale is going to engage the core, and we don't have to think about it. We don't have to worry about it. It's not conscious. It's been brought into our subconscious. It's been made automatic within our central nervous system. So the first lock is located at the base of the spine, and it helps to keep the lower back kind of locked into place. And so what we're going to do is we're going to first breathe into the lower belly. So if it's challenging for you to breathe, or you find that you can't breathe into the lower belly, go back and practice that first. So go ahead and take your hand below the belly button, and we're going to inhale into the hand. So kind of on the inhale, my belly is going to press out. So inhale, filling the base of the spine. And on that exhale, I'm going to use my ab muscles to press out that air. So press, squeeze it in. All right, inhale into the hand. Exhale, squeeze it in. So that's the first part of the lock. And the second part of the lock is taking the base of the spine and the muscle at the base of the spine and squeezing that up, the pelvic floor, up and in. So we're locking that lower back into place. So inhale into the lower belly. Exhale, press it in. And then take the bottom of the spine and bring it up towards the lower belly. Hold. Inhale, release. So we're going to practice that 3 times, and we're going to hold for just a few seconds and then inhale, release. So the more that I can contract in and squeeze the base of the spine up and the lower abs down, the easier it will be to inhale air. All right, so we're going to try this 3 times. So inhale into the lower hand, the lower belly. Exhale, press it in. As the lower part of the spine, up and in. Hold the breath, and inhale. Exhale, press it in. Squeeze, hold, squeeze, and inhale. And then exhale one more time. Abs down, pelvic floor up. Squeeze, 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 and release. So that's the first ab lock. And the second ab lock is located at the diaphragm. So the diaphragm is what helps us to breathe, helps us to expel air out of the deepest part of our lungs. So when we laugh too much or cough too hard and our abs are sore, because our diaphragm is actually being used how it's supposed to be used, and it's just not strong enough and not used to working so much, and so you kind of become fatigued or sore. And so what I want you to do is place your hand just above the belly button and cough. So you're going to feel the belly button press up and in, and the abs press up and in. So that's the diaphragm kind of punching the air out of your lungs. So go ahead and take your hand above the belly button. We're going to breathe into the hand. So inhale. And exhale, press the abs up and in. So if you need to do a quick exhale to kind of feel that contraction, please do. So inhale, exhale, and you'll feel the abs press the air out of the lungs. Inhale, exhale, And you want to eventually try to be able to control it nice and slowly and not have to do the quick, sharp exhale. So inhale one more time into the hand. Exhale, press it out. Up and in. Now I want you to take your hands around the rib cage, and we're going to expand the rib cage in all directions. So this is part of that ab lock. We're kind of locking in the rib cage and the diaphragm so that when we do certain movements where our spine needs to be in a locked neutral position, we're locked here, we're locked at the mid-back, and in the front as well. So our rib cage and our spine is all kind of keeping that neutral position. So go ahead and take the hands over the rib cage. We're going to expand in all directions as we inhale. So think about the lungs as balloons just expanding out. Exhale, pull everything in. Contract everything in. Inhale. Exhale. And hold. Inhale. And then exhale. Pull everything in and hold. So now we're going to try both locks at the same time. So go ahead and relax, shake it out. We're going to inhale from the base of the spine all the way up. If you haven't looked at the video about ratio breathing, please do. So we're going to start from the base of the spine. Exhale out all of the air, so squeeze everything out. Inhale from the base of the spine all the way up. So inhale, inhale, expanding in all directions. Then press the hair out. As I exhale, pull the abs in. And then continue to press the abs in. And then the last thing I'm going to do is pull the base of the spine, the pelvic floor up. Hold there. Squeeze everything. My chest is up, my shoulders are back. And inhale, release. And the more that I can contract in with both of these ab locks, the more I'll be able to easily inhale. And fill up the lungs. And fill up the base of the lungs, the bottom of the lungs. So go ahead and practice these locks when you're doing breath work at the end of your exhale. And you can also practice squeezing them on the inhale as well. So if I inhale, and on the inhale, then I'm going to squeeze these locks and hold and hold and hold. And then exhale from the top down, hold the locks. So you can practice holding them on the top of the inhale, bottom of the exhale, holding for a few seconds. And do this for however long you like. Set a timer for about 1 to 5 minutes. It's probably a great way to start. And remember to always keep that spine in a neutral position.